Welcome back to another episode with your Investy Bestie, where we turn confusion into coins and questions into closed deals. So let's go. Today we are talking about the cost of selling a home in Georgia. What sellers need to know. Let's just jump right into it. Today we're going to talk about an important aspect of selling your home. Understanding the actual cost involved. Many sellers assume that selling a home is just putting it on the market and letting people make an offer. But there's several expenses that come along with selling your home that can impact your final profit. So in this video, we're gonna talk about some key costs associated with selling your home in Georgia, so you'll know what to expect. So whether you're planning to sell soon or you're just exploring your options, this information will help you prepare and avoid, unexpected expenses. Let's get started. So the number one thing that people tend to have questions on would be the real estate commissions, the compensation for your agent. So in Georgia, the typical commissions rate range anywhere between 5 to 6% of the final sales price. And that percentage is usually split between the two agents. So you have the listing agent and then you have the buyer's agent. So the listing agent represents the seller and the buyer's agent represents the buyer. Now, the thing is, a skilled real estate agent will actually help maximize your home value through pricing strategies, marketing, negotiations, and it often can lead to a better sales price, so that can kind of offset the commissions. So some sellers will consider selling without an agent to save on commission fees, but homes sold without a professional often takes longer to sell and brings in lower offers due to limited exposure and market expertise. And also, a lot of times when people see for sale by owners, they automatically want steep discounts. Now, I'm not saying that you can't sell your home on your own, because you could. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you could, but just be aware that you will probably get a lower offer, and it may actually be lower than what it would have been if you would have just paid an agent compensation. Now, one cost that a lot of people try to skip over would be home preparation and repairs. Now, before putting your home on the market, you need to invest in repairs and updates to make your home more appealing to buyers. The goal is to present a move-in ready home that will attract strong offers. Now, if you remember a few videos back when I said you want people to walk into your home and you want them to feel like it's their home, like you want people to have an emotional attachment to that house. Now, it is a lot different when you're dealing with an investor, because as you guys know, I've been an investor for almost 10 years, way longer than I've been an agent, right? So when I go into a home knowing that I'm going to invest, I don't get emotionally attached. It's all about the numbers. So you want people to walk into your home and say, no, this is my home. I want this house. You don't want them to walk in and think, okay, I got to repair this faucet. Oh, I got to fix the hole in the wall. Oh, the colors. Paint colors are like huge, because you may like having a purple wall on this side and a brown wall on this side and then a green wall on this side, but other people aren't going to see that same vision that you have. So you want to make it more neutral. Landscaping and curb appeal. Fresh mulch can enhance your curb appeal. Trim your hedges. New flowers. You can go to springtime, you can go to Home Depot and get like some nice, lilies or something. I don't know. A few dollars of that can tremendously enhance the curb appeal. Deep cleaning and decluttering. To make your home look more spacious and well maintained, you want to go ahead and get a deep cleaning of your home. And it's okay to hire professional service for that as well. Now, when we think about more extensive repairs, such as replacing outdated flooring, ripping up carpet, upgrading kitchen countertops, and addressing HVAC issues, those things can cost thousands of dollars, but it may be necessary to attract buyers and prevent delays during the inspection process. So that's something that you also want to consider before you put your home on the market. If things come up in the inspection later on, a lot of times buyers are going to go back and try to renegotiate the contract and ask for a deeper discount. Next up, we have closing costs for the sellers. So in addition to the compensation paid to the agents as well as the repair costs, sellers in Georgia are often responsible for a certain amount of closing costs. So these expenses are paid at the time of closing, and they typically range anywhere between 1 to 3% of the total sales price of the home. You also have your prorated property taxes. So sellers must pay property taxes for the portion of the year that they've owned the home before they've actually closed and sold the property to the buyer. If you have an HOA, then there may be transfer fees. Some homeowners association requires sellers to pay the transfer fee, and this can range usually between like $250 to about $1,000. Attorney's fees. So in Georgia, we typically, closing attorneys. I know there are some states where they have like the signing agents, but Georgia uses attorneys. So those charges are anywhere between about $500 to about $1,500 to $2,000, again depending on various factors. And then you have your mortgage payoff. If you have a loan on the property, so any remaining balance on your mortgage must be paid in full at closing. And finally, we get to potential capital gains. Now, I'm not going to get too much into this because I am not an accountant. I'm not an attorney. I'm only giving you basic information. None of this stuff is advice. This is all just entertainment, if you will, allegedly. Now, if you've owned your home for a long time and it has significantly appreciated in value, you may need to consider capital gains taxes. Now, however, homeowners can qualify for a capital gains tax exemption, and your accountant can go over that with you. Now, what I've been told, because I am not an accountant, I'm not giving you any type of financial or legal advice, baby, okay? Single homeowners can oftentimes exclude, allegedly, up to $250,000 in profit from taxable income, and married couples can exclude up to $500,000 in profit from taxable income. Now, to qualify for this exemption, you must have lived in the home for at least 2 of the last 5 years. If you're selling an investment property or you have not met the residency requirements, you may owe capital gains taxes. Consult with your accountant, okay? Now, to minimize your tax liability, keep a record of your home improvements, which can be deducted from your taxable gains, and consult a tax professional, which is not me, just to explore strategies such as the 1031 exchange if you plan to reinvest into another property. But again, I'm not an accountant. Talk to a professional about that, okay? This is just entertainment because you're going to subscribe to my channel, okay? So the final breakdown of selling costs. The total cost of selling a home varies depending on the property's condition, market conditions, and negotiating expenses. You get you a good agent, one who is well versed in negotiations. I don't know, maybe somebody who's worked in the legal field for 20 years, but not an attorney and not giving legal advice. Or somebody with a degree in psychology who knows how to read people, who study body language for, I don't know, maybe the past 25 years. Somebody who's a mediator, an arbitrator who's used to negotiations. I don't know. Oh, that'd be somebody like me, right? So, final thoughts and next steps. Selling a home is not just about setting a price and finding a buyer. And baby, let me tell you, before I became an agent, you couldn't tell me that's not what agents did. There are multiple costs associated with selling a home that can impact your final profit. So by planning ahead and understanding these expenses, you can ensure a smoother and more profitable home sale. Now, key takeaways: factor in real estate commissions when calculating your net proceeds. You want to prepare your home for home repairs and improvements before listing to maximize your home's value. Then you want to understand your seller closing costs so you're not caught off guard at closing. Also, you want to be aware of potential capital gains taxes if your home has significantly appreciated in value. Anyway, if you're thinking of selling a home and you want to know exactly how much you'll walk away with after expenses, contact me for a free home evaluation and seller consultation. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to helping you navigate the home selling process. And remember now, don't just watch these moves, baby, make the moves. Your Investy Bestie believes in you. And don't forget, closed deals, clear goals, and Bitcoins always come to those who show up and what? Show out. Until next time, your Investy Bestie loves you big. But if you're watching and you're not subscribing, we need to chat, because you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and let's keep turning confusion into coins and questions into closed deals.